Hi everybody, and welcome to the North Witch channel, where we discuss all things mystical, magical, occult, and woo-woo that can help us to better ourselves in body, mind, and spirit. So thank you for joining us today on the channel, and we are going to be answering a follower question today. And the question was, where would you suggest beginning for a practice to begin to build up the necessary visionary skills to be able to communicate with spirits and begin to tangibly perceive magic? So this is a lovely question, and I really like answering this one. One of my absolute favorite techniques for this can be done anywhere by anybody. You can do it right now where you're at. So take the time right now to sit down, relax, take a couple really nice deep breaths. You want to breathe in all the way and out all the way. In all the way and out all the way. Bonus points if you do it through your nose the entire time. Then what we're going to do is, once we get into a rhythm with that, we're going to switch to what is called the fourfold breath or box breathing, which is you're going to be counting in for a certain number, holding for a certain number, counting for a certain number, and holding for a certain number. So what that looks like is usually the count of 4 is what people use. That's why it's called the fourfold breath. So you're going to breathe into the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, breathe out for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, breathe in for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, breathe out for the count of 4, and hold for the count of 4. You're going to get into this breath cycle, and you're going to continue doing this for a couple of minutes. Once you've got that down, then we're going to switch into another breath, which is called the Gate of Heka, which is a breath that I learned from Jason Miller's book, The Sorcerer's Secrets, and it is a really nice addition to this breathing pattern that I find really helps to force you into trance for doing this type of work. So for that, what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in all the way and breathe out all the way. So just like we were in the beginning. But this time what you're going to do is, on the space in between breaths is the only time that you're going to try and project your consciousness out and see things, okay? So what we're going to do while we're doing this is you're going to take a look around wherever you are, whether you're outside, whether you are in a room inside your house, whether you're in your kitchen, whether you're in your cubicle at your office, it doesn't matter. What I want you to do is I want you to look around and really take in all of the scenery all around you and memorize it fully and completely, every detail, as much as you can. Then what I want you to do is I want you to continue doing this breath, and I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to reconstruct that entire space in your mind, down to every detail. Every pen that is on your desk, every magnet that is on your fridge, every piece of clothing that is hanging on your treadmill in your living room. I want you to really, really recreate that entire space, wherever it is that you are, fully and completely. You're building this with your imagination. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't have visual skills, which a lot of people don't, and a way you can build that up, if you have lackluster ones, by the way, is to start reading fiction books. That will help to build up that visualization in your mind. But if you don't have that, what you can do is just tell yourself where everything is. For example, in front of me there is a piano, and then I know that above that there's a television. To my right there is a wall with a walk-in that goes out to my kitchen. Okay, on my left side there is a bay window. Beside me is a couch. And I tell myself where everything is to build this up, however your imagination works. Usually how you're going to start to perceive these things is the same way that you perceive a memory. Okay, so if you can remember things, then you can do this exercise. I want you to figure out how to reconstruct the space that you are in with the same visual abilities or recall abilities that you use for memory. Okay, so you're going to use your memory to fill in every detail. Once you've got pretty much every detail down, then what you're going to do is you're going to sit in that space, again with your eyes closed, sitting around in it, and you're going to continue to look around as you're doing this breath. Breathing in all the way, breathing out all the way. And then what you're going to do is you're going to visualize yourself standing up out of your body. And as you do this, on every out breath, you're going to project your consciousness into your double, the imaginary self that is standing in front of you. And you're going to have that double stand up, turn around, and look at you. And you want to be able to see yourself wherever you are fully and completely. Fill in every detail of yourself as if you are looking at your own reflection. So it looks exactly like how you imagine yourself. And with every breath out, you're going to project your consciousness into that double. And every breath in, you're going to work on perceiving yourself and where you're at. And continue to do that, focusing on projecting yourself into this double until you can imagine yourself fully and completely in front of yourself, just the way that you are. Once you've got that, start looking at your hands. Wiggle them around in your double, not in your physical body. So you want to gain the sensation of that. Rub yourself down. Feel that body, that energetic body. Really, really focus on it. Focus in between your fingers. Touch every finger to each other. Really tangibly get yourself down. And then I want you to turn around and walk around the room or wherever it is that you are and touch everything. If you've got this wall here, touch it and feel it physically with your double. And go around and fill in as many of your senses as you can in your room. If you've got things in there that have scent, for example, if you're burning incense, walk over to the incense and really get a whiff of the smell in your double. Listen to all of the sounds of the room through your double and really work on perceiving with your hearing. If you have food that's in there, possibly, maybe you've got an apple, pick it up with your double. Look at it, examine it, take a bite of it, put it back down. Go around the entire space that you are in, filling in every single one of your senses. Once you've got this done, then you can go back, sit down back into your body, clap your hands so that you know that it's done, and that'll help jar you back in. And then you have done your first successful psychic development exercise. So what is a good thing to keep in mind is that while you do this and as you do this, and the more that you do this, you are going to build up all of these psychic senses. You're going to build up the ability to hear. You're going to build up the ability to see. You're going to build up the ability to taste, the ability to smell. Okay? You're going to build up how things feel. You're going to learn all of this. And eventually, you will be able to pick up on the things around you in that astral space because your double's senses will pick up on it, and then it will feed that to you as if you're receiving a memory or a thought of your own or something like that. But it will be a slightly different sounding, feeling thing than what your normal thoughts are. So that's why it's important to spend as much time doing this, stepping out as your double exercise as possible, so that then you can really get things down. Now, maybe you want to go and you want to explore a place and you don't really have too much time to really spend there. For example, maybe you're going to a cemetery that's of great importance or whatever. So take your time going around and memorizing as much of it as possible. And then when you're at home, you can reconstruct that place in your head and walk around that place in your head and see all of the things. And you'll actually be able to pick up psychic clues and different indications from spirits and things while you are doing that, the more that you practice this. So for example, I've got a set of trees down here that I like to walk to every day. If I can't walk there, what I do is I will take 5-10 minutes, I will recreate it in my mind, and I will walk through it and I will explore all of the things I normally check. And lots of times what will happen is I will run into little local nature spirits and things like that that I can commune with there. So this is a wonderful exercise that will get you well on your way to being able to tangibly feel and perceive things in a way that will make sense to you over time. And you will build up these double senses, the psychic senses that you're going to perceive through your fetch. So hopefully that helps and gives you some insights. And this is one of my favorite exercises. I do this every day if I can in one way, shape, or another. And you can do it too. So get out there and get on it. And thank you for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this for your friends to see if you found it useful. Make sure that you hit the follow icon so that you see any of my new wacky ideas that get posted. And if you feel like you want to check out some more about us, check out www.northwitch.store. We have an entire store there full of metaphysical and witchcraft goods for sale. We also have a blog that you can get to through there, and we also have a podcast that you can follow either here on the YouTube channel, or you can download it and follow it on any place where podcasts are streamed. So we are on Spotify, RSS, Apple, Google, all of the good places. And if you like our content, please consider subscribing to our Patreon so that we can continue to have time to do lovely videos like this for you. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.